integration and interoperability with the response solution. We're really leveraging partners in a couple of key areas. The first one, shown on the left center of the screen, are IoT and intelligent equipment partners. In our first pilots, we'll leverage them mostly for sensing. There will be some actuation, but for the most part, we're going to be just reading equipment and conditions. The second partner, shown a little more to the right in the center of the screen, are activity management partners, how we're going to take that information and determine what has the highest priority and suggest what work needs to be done when. This suggestion part at first will be limited to just a notification or a list for our dispatchers, as most of the field will still be using traditional work order systems. Yet over time, as more condition-based environments are deployed, that scale will tip, and now the suggestion will instead be closer to worker selection than just site. Which brings me to the third box on the left at the upper section of the screen for the response solution. We've broken it down into three basic areas: scheduled activities, diagnostic, and unscheduled. On the scheduled piece, we're really looking to manage what site we're going to next. On the diagnostic, we will have to do some lightweight triage. However, our first pilots will not have enough sensors to accurately determine exactly what's going on in the field. We might be able to prioritize and get close. It's really in the third level of the response platform deployment where now we add additional sensors so we can really fully diagnose and manage unscheduled activity. And this is where worker selection will become critical. Not just the site, but now who are we sending to the site? All of our partners will share a common data set of assets and components and sites and customers, as you might expect. In the upper right-hand corner, the fog level intelligence is what we're going to be using at the edge, whether edge devices, there are multiple at a site going to a common gateway, or whether the edge and the gateway are a single device. But we're really going to lean on local intelligence here to manage binary inputs, alarms, and that type of thing that don't need to go to the cloud and suffer the latency to come back to make a local decision. And really, we consider these as rules-based components. Now, in the cloud, we're going to do some calculated inputs that are going to come back to the response platform, and those will leverage learning models using various algorithms programmed to help us make better decisions, not immediate decisions, but predictive and prescriptive-based decisions. That'll fall on the cloud intelligence. And finally, how are folks going to pay for this? Well, we believe that two subscription models will exist, one for the response platform by our partners, and the other to serve as almost a warm lead, if you will, where those partners can then reach out to a client and suggest that they leverage even more of the partner's platforms by exposing that customer to your user interface and user experience and the features of your product. Keep in mind that for the most part, these response solution partners, we're integrating them as a silent partner, if you will, that's providing a lot of the data so the response solution can make intelligent decisions. This client subscription, we believe, would be a different price level than just the standard response platform subscription that essentially is a data-only component. And that describes some of the integration and interoperability of the response solution. I encourage you to also check out the video on a site selection. That's all.